Good morning YouTube, welcome to the channel. Lofty's back. Going to do a bit of vloggage for you today. We're going to go out for a bit of a ride. I've got the bird with me. We're going to go 2 up along the north coast and we'll have a bit of a rant and a rave. If you're interested in seeing Lofty have a bit of a rant and a rave, you stick around. I'll see you in a minute. Well, good morning YouTube. Lofty's here. We're off for a bit of a wobble and a bit of a rant and a bit of a chat. Here we go. We're on the north coast. The kids have gone back to school now. It's September. The first week in September's more or less over. We're riding down into Gwithiam. It's been a bit mixed this week. We've had a wonderful, wonderful summer down here in Cornwall. The weather has been fantastic. But it does seem to have changed a bit. Today we've got this lovely, lovely sunny day, 21 degrees, so I thought I'd take advantage of chucking the bird on the back, holding he's with me, and go for a bit of a wobble. So, what shall we chat about? My new bike ain't come. No. My September 1st has come and gone, but I believe all over the country there's quite a few people waiting. Thank you. Waiting for delivery of 450 Emmys, especially the black one. I did go up Dameralls in the week and speak to Simon, and he said the bikes are actually in the country. So that's good news for anybody who's waiting for a new Emmy. They're in the country, and delivery date will be in the next 10 days. So all being well, I should be able to make you a nice video about my brand new 450 Himalayan. How exciting is that? So we're out and about. What should we chat about? Well, what I was going to talk about was the state of the roads. So, why are adventure bikes becoming so popular? Now, there's a couple of trains of thought. The first train of thought is that the demographic of the average motorcyclist is getting older, and they're finding it more and more difficult to wrap themselves around sports bikes. I don't think that's the real reason. I think we've outgrown sports bikes because they've got far, far too powerful and their usefulness as a vehicle has gone. So why has the adventure bike been so popular? Now I'm going to put it to you, it's the state of our roads. It's quite funny, we've had some German guests over this week, bikers, and they've been driving around in the car and they said, whoa, the roads are bad here in Cornwall. I said, don't worry about Cornwall, the roads are bad all over the United Kingdom. Shocking they are. We've got, well, what can I say? We've got potholes as big as dustbin lids, anything up to 3-4 inches, and they always seem to be on the riding line. You know, that bit where we want to get a bit of a view or move over for safety. There you go, a bloody great big pothole. I'll talk about road tax in a while, but potholes, yeah? What do you think? Is it bad where you live? Is it bad in your country? Whatever. The other thing I think has made a difference with tall rounders, we'll call them, adventure bike tall rounders, is the standard of driving. I don't know what you think, but it's shocking. Absolutely shocking. Everybody's in a rush to get somewhere. Nobody's looking where they're going. They're playing on the mobile phones and all sorts of things. The one good thing about a tall rounder or adventure bike is, in the name says, it is tall. You're up above the edges. You can see more, and hopefully they can see you. But the biggest problem is this thing about autonomous vehicles. Now, there's been a lot in the press about it. It's coming. These vehicles, they drive themselves virtually, and then they're going to have these taxis, buses, where there's going to be no drivers at all. They're going to follow a set route, and there's going to be nobody in there. Well, I suppose there will be at first, but autonomous. So they'll start, they'll stop, they'll speed up, and they'll slow down all on their own. Now, one thing I've been a bit dismayed about is the fact that the previous government and this government and major councils like London, Transport for London, and the Manchester and the Birmingham, with these ULEZ zones and everything, they're not taking into consideration motorcycles. They don't seem to care. Are we there to help congestion, or do they just see us as a thorn in their sides? Now, I think, looking at the big game, I honestly think they think we're the problem for autonomous vehicles. So we'll just talk about the new Yamaha Tracer GT Plus. Now, the Tracer GT Plus comes with this auto clutch job. Fair dues, can't fault it. Auto clutch works well, no worries. It's also got this adaptive cruise control, very similar to what comes on cars. Now, this is where my concern is. I've heard people say when they're trying to filter or go up through gaps and whatever, I'm just going to nip past. Obviously the van wasn't. So when they're trying to filter or go through gaps, the brakes are coming on and all sorts of nonsense. It thinks it's going to crash. So there you go. That could be where they're coming from. Autonomous vehicles. I don't know. These electric vehicles, the weight for a starter. We'll talk about nice little overtake. We'll talk about electric motorbikes as well. And road tax. They've been giving these electronic cars, these EV cars, they've been giving them a tax rebate. Some of them have been paying zero road tax. They weigh 3-4 tons, some of these vehicles. They're so heavy because of the batteries. And they've actually been having a tax allowance. And they can also go in the ULEZ zone and all this. I suppose what they're finding now, some of these councils, is they're not generating any revenue. But why should we, motorcyclists, on extremely lightweight, and I'm going to say economical vehicles, like this bike I'm on now, it only weighs 250 odd kilos. It'll do 50 to 55 to the gallon. I don't need an electric engine to improve on 50 to 55 to the gallon. We're away, ain't we? So what's the big problem? And then they're trying to push these electric motorcycles. Have you seen them? I took up that little EM1 out, didn't I? That little Honda, the 50cc job. It's dangerous. It's not even a 50cc. I can remember when I was a kid, a Super 16 or a Fizzy, you'd do 45, 50 on a Fizzy. These things are struggling to do 25. They go up an hill, they've got no power at all. So Honda have announced the new revised version, which is going to have replacement batteries. It's okay in the scooter, but they are imminently going to announce the new electric motorcycle. We don't know whether it's going to be a 125, a 250 or a 400 equivalent. We don't really know. But it's interesting. And then you've got BMW. Can you remember back in the day, the old C1? Funny looking scooter thing with a roof on it. Yeah, you've guessed it. The CE01 is coming back. BMW have splashed it all over the magazines and the newspapers and advertisements, the internet. This funky looking so-called scooter come motorcycle with a roof bar on it. It's got this like scaffolding that comes up over the top. I've never seen nothing like it. That also, a lot of the pictures are coming in pink. So, is that the sort of market they're going after? Do they think that women motorcyclists are looking for a pink scooter with bars on the top? I've never seen nothing like it. They say, allegedly, it could have self-balancing technology. Well, we know Honda have already got it. We don't know if this is true for the BM, but they say it could have the old little side stands that flip down when you stop, or it self-balances. This is all stuff we really want, isn't it, as motorcyclists? I'm really looking forward to having an electric bike with scaffolding on the roof that self-balances. Well, there you go. What do you think? So what with autonomous vehicles, potholes, the government who don't really want us on the roads, what are we going to do? What do you think? What are your opinions? You can always have a bit of a rant and a rave in the in the replies below. Tell me what you think. I don't know what other countries are doing, but we seem to be falling foul of this EV revolution. I don't know. Anyway, I've waffled on long enough. We're nearly in Portreath. We was going to stop and have a nice cup of coffee in Portreath. Anyway, so if you've enjoyed this little video, this little rant, I'll try and keep it to about 10 minutes once I've edited it. Click on the like, subscribe, ring that little bell. Tell me what you think, ask me a question. I do hope some of you watched the Aoocci video. If you use the discount code TLB22, the Lofty Biker, TLB22, you get 22% off. And from what I've been told is until the 21st of September, you might get 25%. It's up to you if you fancy one. I've got the old Waze on at the moment. I do like using Waze. Some people use Google Maps, some people use Waze. Anyway, we're coming down the hill. I'm going to give you a good view of Portreath before I wind up. It's a beautiful little place. Cop a look at this. The sea's looking calm today. Saturday afternoon in Cornwall. How about that? Anyway, this is the Lofty Biker saying ta-ra for now. Ta-ra.